As we all know, the UFC has witnessed some of the greatest fighters the world has ever seen. Fighters who didn't just win fights, they changed the game, defined eras, and created legacies. The word GOAT means greatest of all time, and only a very few warriors earn this title. Names like Anderson Silva, Georges St-Pierre, Khabib Nurmagomedov, Demetrious Johnson, Daniel Cormier, Jose Aldo, and finally the man many believe stands above them all, Jon Jones. But why are these fighters called GOATs? Because numbers don't lie, dominance doesn't fade, and legends never die. Let's dive into their journeys. Jose Aldo, the original featherweight king. Jose Aldo is a Brazilian fighter who ruled the featherweight division with fear, speed, and destruction. In his prime, he looked untouchable, dominating opponents with vicious leg kicks and elite striking. He made his UFC debut on May 1, 2011 against Mark Hominick, winning via decision. From that moment, Aldo went on a rampage, defeating every challenger and becoming the UFC featherweight champion. For years, no one could stop him, until one moment changed history. Against the notorious Conor McGregor, Aldo suffered a shocking 13-second knockout, the first real loss of his UFC career. That night marked the end of an era. He later faced Max Holloway twice, but couldn't reclaim his throne. After nearly 15 years of dedication, blood, and sacrifice, Jose Aldo retired, not just as a fighter, but as a legend who built the division. Spider, Anderson the Spider Silva, the most entertaining GOAT. Anderson Silva wasn't just a fighter, he was art in motion. A master of Muay Thai, Taekwondo, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Silva made people fall in love with MMA. In his UFC debut, he knocked out his opponent in just 49 seconds of round 2, instantly becoming a superstar. What followed was one of the most terrifying championship reigns in UFC history. With a 16-fight streak and 10 successful middleweight title defenses, Silva embarrassed world-class fighters with ease. Legends like Israel Adesanya and even Khabib Nurmagomedov call him an inspiration. His rivalry with Chael Sonnen gave fans unforgettable moments, and Silva finished both fights like a true champion. Injuries slowed him down, but greatness never fades. Even in boxing, Silva proved his class by defeating Tyron Woodley. Quote, "Skill fades, speed fades, but greatness lives forever." Eagle, Khabib Nurmagomedov, fear, pressure, perfection. From Sildi, Dagestan, Russia, came a man who never tasted defeat. Known as the Eagle, Khabib's fighting style was pure dominance, pressure, control, and destruction. Trained under extreme conditions, Khabib wrestled bears as a child and mastered combat sambo, winning world championships in 2008 and 2009. He debuted in the UFC on January 21, 2012, submitting Kamal Shaloris. In 2018, at UFC 223, he became the UFC lightweight champion. His rivalry with Conor McGregor became the biggest fight in UFC history. Khabib then crushed elite contenders like Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje. Retiring at 29-0, Khabib didn't just win, he dominated every second of every fight. Canada, Georges St-Pierre, the smartest GOAT. Georges St-Pierre, also known as GSP, is the definition of discipline and intelligence in MMA. Competing at welterweight and middleweight, he conquered both divisions. He defended the welterweight title 9 times, retired at the top, and shocked the world by returning at UFC 217, submitting Michael Bisping to become a 2-division champion. GSP holds records for most wins, most title defenses, and one of the highest fight IQs ever. He beat legends in their prime and walked away on his own terms, something very few champions ever do. Mouse, Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson, the technical masterpiece. At just 5'3", Demetrious Johnson proved that greatness has no size limit. He is one of the most technically perfect fighters in MMA history. With 11 consecutive title defenses in the UFC flyweight division, he later moved to one championship and became champion there too. Retiring on September 6, 2024, Mighty Mouse left behind a legacy so strong that even today, champions like Alexander Pitanya want to challenge him. Bones, Jon Jones. Jon Jones isn't just a champion, he is the standard. Debuting in 2008, Jones shocked the world in 2011 by destroying Mauricio Shogun Rua to become the youngest UFC champion ever at just 23 years old. He defended his title 11 times, defeating legends, former champions, and future Hall of Famers. He has only one loss, a disqualification. No man has ever truly beaten him. After a 3-year break, Jones moved up to heavyweight and submitted Cyril Gane in round 1, becoming a 2-division champion.
Even today, there's no MMA fighter who comes close to Jon Jones's level. His dominance, fight IQ, and versatility inside the octagon are on another planet. Every time he steps into the cage, it's not just a fight, it's a masterclass. That's why Jon Jones isn't just one of the greatest, he is the greatest. The undisputed GOAT, Jon Bones Jones.